you guys doing? Sorry, I was a little behind today, but if you got my post. However, I didn't set a schedule. So, yeah, I just feel like, all things are possible. All things are not just possible, but, all is made beautiful in its time. And then that goes back to the scripture of God has made everything beautiful in its time of Ecclesiastes 3:11 of double leadership and communication, and all things are possible with God. In Mark 10:27, being the best at what you do, maybe the 10th house of how people look at you through your career. And then 27, that would be the second house of materialism and partnerships. Your name could be Mark, Ark, Art, Mars, Lars. I don't know. Anyways, so we've got some tarot, we got some charms, we got some oracle, maybe some pendulum readings. Let's do this. This is my daytime live. So I don't get very many West Coast viewers for some reason. But anyways, I hope that's better. The sound. I hope that's better. Please adjust the volume from your end. I appreciate it. And thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing. I really appreciate that. Help me spread the message of edible straws and doing the right thing. So, here we go with, I think I was going to open up with a little tarot. So here we go. Sorry, I'm just really tired, you guys. So, let's do this. Yeah, so how you been, guys? How you been doing? Good? I hope so. Yeah, I gotta get flimsy cardstock because not too flimsy like paper, these one cards I got, I swear, is like the paper I bought to make my own deck was stronger than that paper. I was like, what the heck? I had a tape one already. I mean, I liked what it had to said and say and the print and everything, but it was just like, what the F? But anyways, yeah. So it's like, just remember, all things are possible. You know what I'm saying? If you believe all things are possible, if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. You could turn the bad into good. You just gotta make the decision to do it. You know what I mean? Ooh, look at this. The Queen of Cups. No greater woman than that is to give her whole heart and be loyal, faithful, and devoted. No other greater gift or thing on earth. Something about this. Something about Scorpio energy. This Queen of Cups could be a Scorpio. Or Tell us more about this chain. What is this? The Hangman. This is in the reverse, though, so this is all about perspective, okay? So I feel like something's not going to change. The Four of Pentacles, greed, simply existing than living happy. Oh, this is like this. So light, a person of the light. Wow. Two of Wands, this is a person that has made a decision about a thing. A new perspective and how life is short enough, and happiness is what you make of it. And the Six of Swords of getting away, and not just that, but the King of Swords might come up in Aquarius energy of the star. Okay. What was I saying? Aquarius energy of the star. Okay. And or the King of Swords. Virgo energy. Virgo energy. Over here. I'm not changing this. Three of Pentacles. This is juggling money. Yeah, this Hermit, Virgo, but this Queen of Wands, that's in alone time in life. She's alone, to reflect most of the time. The Empress, the Queen of Cups is her first and best trait. But this is the Empress, which is proving the Emperor, Aries energy, Taurus, Hierophant energy of the King of Pentacles, or the Page of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. Someone's getting married, either a Hermit, a Virgo, Capricorn, or, sorry. Did I say them all? Yeah, I think I did. Or even the Lovers. So this is also a woman for the planet. This woman is the star and doesn't even know it. The Ace of Swords. And in this deck, this is in the upright, okay? So this is the truth, as you could see at the top. So this is the truth. Truth is happiness, is justice. Is not justice, but of the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is like people having your back in thought, collaboration. Maybe juggling ideas. Look, the world, success. Okay, over the Seven of Wands. And then self-enlightenment, perspective, becoming a star, this Empress energy. Okay. I also feel like the Chariot's going to come out. the High Priestess energy. Um, Ten of Cups, emotional fulfillment. Okay, emotional fulfillment. And not just that, the High Priestess. What was I telling you about the High Priestess coming out? Exactly. So the Chariot's most likely to come out. This is like getting away from quarrel or people that want to cause drama. You know, whether it's like you never know if you're going to get drama or not. So to protect your happiness, you have to be a little bit greedy when it comes to your energy, to protect your wellness. Here we go. Independence in the Nine of Pentacles, High Priestess, Empress energy. Also the Queen of Swords. What was I telling you about the Queen of Swords coming out? Yeah. Which is Virgo, the Hermit energy. Yes. And the Page of Pentacles. And also the Lovers, the Gemini, and the Four of Swords of needing rest. So I feel like this person is looking for a soulmate. And that's you, High Priestess. They think you're their soulmates. Okay. Four of Cups. So this person is grateful to know you. Yeah, see with Two of Cups, a partnership. So you're definitely involved in this, or like interested in this woman, this High Priestess, this Empress, this romance. Of the Seven of Cups. What was I saying about the Seven of Cups? This is like the King of Wands. This is lies becoming into the truth with Scorpio and Libra energy over here. Juggling stuff, you know, just to make it and get by in the world. What is this? The Six of Wands. Yeah, this person is definitely a person that people know, like a prince almost. And I'm going to say that because the King of Pentacles came. Okay, and that also stands for Aries, Taurus, Empress, backing the Hierophant. Hierophant is probably going to come out next in Taurus. Emperor, Empress, marriage and the Four of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Yeah. This King of Pentacles. Wow. This King of Pentacles that's actually famous, but doesn't want you to get intimidated. Look, or has a legacy, I shouldn't say famous. Fame comes and goes. Look, they're having a hard time walking away from the worldly, secular, materialistic life. And look, if the Ace of Wands came out, which there's something better. You see that? Yeah. Something better. Look, this is the Two of Pentacles. This is balance. Okay. This is balance with the Page of Wands. Coming with a good thought, a new beginning of a good thought for the King, and being balanced. this woman that has an idea that is a high priestess. What did I say about the Hierophant? All right, traditional. Yeah, traditional. Favor. Yeah, the favor of your enemies, the favor of the universe, of God, of everybody, and everybody and everything. Because all things are possible. A Knight of Wands. Yeah, so ideas. Again, this is Leo, Aries, like energetic, just full of energy. Aries and Sagittarius energy. Okay, with the Knight of Wands and this idea and this page of Wands. Okay, so this is all backing the Ace of Wands over here. Look, the Wheel of Fortune just came out over this idea and the priestess and God's favor. That's pretty rad. Like, seriously, you're never gonna have to worry again. Financially, health-wise, you're gonna be okay. You're a very smart person, and it's like you don't know where to go or what to do because you've been set in some kind of mode so long. And then here, too, with the King of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, I feel like that equals 3, so they're kind of juggling, you know? So be smart when it comes to your decisions. You need a generous man. So, really, this is the Four of Swords, like I was predicting as well, of needing rest in the Lovers of Gemini, which is going to come out soon. Needing rest, King of Pentacles, you're not getting the rest that you need. And then the Page of Pentacles, which is, what was I telling you? The Emperor, Empress, Hierophant, the Lovers, the King of Pentacles, the Four of Wands in marriage, the Four of Swords, yeah, and the King of Swords in Gemini. Okay? So yeah, Virgo and Capricorn as well. This person has a lot of connections and knows a lot of people, this King of Pentacles, that has had their heart broken many times before. And I'm sorry, I know that feeling, and it's not a good feeling. It isn't. It's a shitty feeling, but look at all these good cards. Look at this. The Moon. This is Pisces energy. This is like a wealth or seeking answers. You already know the answers to. This High Priestess pays attention to detail, and you know that. Look, and the Ace of Cups. Emotional fulfillment with this High Priestess. Empress energy. Which is like the Queen of Cups. That's her first trait, the first card that came out. No greater love is to give your life for another, or just to, open your heart and have someone loyal and faithful. In the Page of Swords here, the Page of Swords is air energies, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energies. Yeah. pretty much. Yeah, telling you air energies here. Okay. Maybe at this Knight of Wands, but heartbroken. You're not the only one, that's had their heart broken. Yeah, see, in the Nine of Swords, this is not getting any rest at all. Okay, this is like, stop caring about what people think, but you're not getting any rest and you need rest. Okay, and the Four of Swords as well, rest. Rest, rest, rest. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, this is your work, all your work. Maybe being recognized because it has so much detail and everything. High Priestess and gonna be your Wheel of Fortune. That was the idea years ago. Look, I feel like, Six of Cups. This person, someone, maybe you're going to be a little greedy when it comes to self-love because you've been, fucked over so many times. And see the Knight of Pentacles. What was I saying? The Knight of Pentacles. Oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't the Knight of Pentacles. But this is good news. This is Earth energies of Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Virgo energies of the Ten of Pentacles with an Earth sign. That's like a lot of money. Yeah, and then we have the Two of Cups over here, so that's like partnership. Wow. A union. Watch the Four of Wands come out. The Eight of Cups, walking away from past emotions, this air energy, because of the slander. And can't get sleep. Look, this is living in the moment, enjoying the moment, and loving music, really. Illegal marriage. Procrastinating a decision. It's like, oh, what to do. It's like maybe there's too many channels on the television, and it's frustrating. But what was I telling you about the King of Cups? This person is allowing his emotions. He's introverted, but now he's becoming extroverted to find out what's going on in the Two of Swords. So that means the Knight of Swords will come out. Okay, this Knight of Swords is going to come out. Yeah, the Knight of Cups did. Of water energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, and then also of the Devil, which is Capricorn energy, of the Ace of Pentacles, which is everything you could ever imagine or wanted, favored by God, Fortune, to the High Priestess. Wow. This Queen of Wands, she's beautiful. People are jealous of her, like all the girls talk about her. Yeah, that's why I feel like she doesn't have many friends, because she has this Queen of Pentacles potential, but I feel like she ran out of resource. Look, the Lovers in reverse. This is soulmates right here with this woman. Soulmates. The Lovers in reverse. Soulmates. And this is going on an adventure, like traveling out for work. Um, Being greedy. Yeah, not sharing you at all with anybody. And the Eight of Wands in the reverse, that's happening really slow. So this relationship is really taking its time to make sure, um, you know, and that's just how it is. The older you get, the slower it goes. You know what I'm saying? With this earth energy. Um, and then Knight of Swords. What was I telling you about the Knight of Swords coming out because of the Two of Swords in truth? There it is. Knight of Swords. And then the thing is you gotta remain humble, man. You're not remaining humble, like ego's getting in the way, which is of the strength or the Queen of Wands of Sun and cognitive Messiah complex. Like you're not God, dude. You know what I'm saying? You're not like the creator or whatever you believe. So that has to like, I don't know, do something with it. Walk away from those emotions for sure. Um, And the Five of Swords. It's like, yeah, always quarrel about something. Like if you don't give in and it's bullshit. Trying to get away with shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This talking about you and then turning it around like it's a good thing that they're talking about you, but they're really talking shit because they're really fucking jealous of you. And then it's like this Page of Cups here. This is, I believe this is like a romance card, the Page of Cups. Of going with the flow, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy, it could be. Resonating with passion. Yeah. Maybe trying to swoop you off your feet so that he could take something from you. What was I telling you about the Chariot and royalty coming out? Being not respected as they could as High Priestess. So the Chariot came out. I think that was all my predictions right there. Yeah, so basically it's like you have to get rides places. I don't feel like you have a car. I feel like happiness is what you make of it, and I feel like you're a person that pays attention to detail, and then you would never know that you would meet your soulmate. You would never think they would go the extra mile to come be with you or anything like that, or save your life, or just be with you and, you know, make you priority. And so that would be different. But you, no matter what, you have the favor of God and your ancestors, as we started with the Queen of Cups. So you had a good upbringing of, giving something with your whole heart. When you give something, you never, like, look back and take it back. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. If I give something to someone, I never take it back. You know what I'm saying? And not to say anything, but for the King of Swords of the Lovers, of the Soulmates, this is confirming. Okay, soulmates. and the King of Swords. So, yeah, this is also confirming soulmates here. Wow, that's pretty powerful. Yeah, and then you have like the priestess, fortune, favor of God, like it's just getting there. As soon as you get to where you need to be, until you get with the priestess, favor of God is with her until you do. Okay? Um, hmm. Emperor energy. Um, this guiding energy. This star-like energy. Yeah, because the star came out, I think. Or no, the star did come out. Because you're a star. And a celebrity. And the Six of Wands. That confirm that. And then celebrating. It's like, you know exactly where to find her. And it's like, you should do something soon about it. You know, the Six of Wands is of the star too, over here, of Aquarius, and the King of Swords, right here. So, it's just confirming, you know, and the favor of God, you know. The High Priestess. I don't know how bad you want this woman. It's a matter of how bad do you want. Can you see yourself in 30 years without this woman? That's what you need to ask yourself and go from there and follow your heart, honestly. That's what you honestly need to do. That is my suggestion to you. And be serious and authentic about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely. I feel like this female doesn't want to come out because all these lies and bullshit. Shattered dreams, protected, imbalanced. You know, lies becoming into truths. And the Four of Wands in marriage. That's the last thing on the list. Thing is, getting together and having companionship and getting to know each other. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You have energy, optimism, you know, a dreamer, a daydreamer. So tell us more about this. This person has a lot of haters. Look, famous, that's why. It's like, I feel bad for famous people because they do get a lot of shit talkers. Honestly, it's like, no wonder they're not humble. It's because people don't have to be the way that they are, you know. But look, basically, as I predicted, okay. This is the first card. Okay, so it was the High Priestess. The High Priestess, the star. favor of God, this romance, this soulmate connection with a favor of divine's blessing, something to celebrate, a wedding. Something to celebrate, a wedding. Look, lies, all these lies. You know what I'm saying? It's like because of the haters, because people are jealous and envious over this Libra. But this Libra is going to turn all those lies to truths. And the truth always comes out. So, and I think that's one of the reasons why you want to marry this person. And this is also the Knight of Wands, just confirming the Queen of Pentacles and or Sagittarius, Capricorn, but more Sagittarius. So yeah, Sagittarius might come out. Page of Wands, someone with the beginning of an idea. You know. Yes, collective. So, I mean, you've got, like, pretty much the Ten of Pentacles came out. So, but I didn't pull that one out here. That's the best card in the deck. Pretty much stop after that one, huh? The Five of Cups. This is like, being on the pity party. You know. And the Three of Wands needing to make a decision. When it comes to the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Star energy. Look. Lies. Lies, lies, lies. Something was based off a lie. Someone innocent. This priestess was this starlight. Something happened to where it was based off a lie. Because someone was fucking greedy. And wanted to get rid of them. Yeah. Make them feel uncomfortable and make them look bad and then tarnish their name. A good name there's other person work for. This Knight of Swords energy, again, like I said, if the Two of Swords in reverse comes out, then you see the truth. I mean, you could be an intuitive of the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords came out in reverse, and you see the truth. I just said that. Freaking cool, man. Nine of Cups, look, all your wishes are going to be coming true, my friend. All your wishes are going to be coming true. And this is the Seven of Cups. Yep, lies becoming into truth. Lies becoming into truth. The change of that. Okay, King of Pentacles. Could be Taurus, Aries, Gemini, Page of Pentacles, Four of Wands of Marriage, Emperor, Empress, Hierophant, King of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Four of Swords, needing rest. The King of Pentacles. Maybe even the King of Swords. Okay? So this guy is not happy. Earth energies, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Yeah, about the lies. He's besides himself. So, wow. The Fool, man, it's like you don't know where to go and what to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When all your dreams come true, don't forget where you come from. Especially when it comes to this Two of Cups. And something about, I feel like you're going to own your own business, but you're going to partner romantically with somebody that might help you along the way. You know, that will create your fortune. This is being humble. This is growing old with someone. The Emperor, kind of immature, but no matter what, he's a freaking emperor. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna argue with the dang emperor? Maybe the high priestess. I'm just, you know, but yeah. And you get more with honey than you do vinegar. It's true. It's true. Look, 8 of Wands, things happening fast with your fortune. Divine Feminine, Alpha, Sigma. Look, with the Queen of Swords, Virgo, Libra energy in the Queen of Swords. Okay? Virgo, Libra energy. Yeah. Truths. Truths. You know. Definitely that earth energy. So, yeah. What was I saying? Earth energy, and then the Hermit comes out, right? And I did say that, Virgo, the Queen of Swords, Page of Pentacles, earlier in the Hermit. This person is very grateful. This feminine is very grateful of the decision that you finally made. And then when you finally get here, it'll even be better. Or there, I'm sorry, not here, but there, whatever. You know, where you get to where you want to go. To want to making decisions, okay. In this gratitude, divine masculine energy. Pisces energy, Pisces. Pisces of wealth, nurturing, easy to talk to. Moon child. Yes, pescatarian. A Pisces. In hermit mode. Look, the world, complete success, the priestess in materialism. And that's how I'm ending it. Look, it started with the high priestess, and it's ending with the high priestess in materialism. So basically, that should answer your question and should clarify things for you a little bit better. I really like this deck specifically. Raising awareness to our forest. So let's see what the ancestors have to say about it. Divine guide, follow the call of your heart, because you're trying to create this legacy of wisdom for the future, or future people. Utilize your instincts and your skills. You're very skilled. So yeah, weave dreams into reality, Pisces, Sagittarius. You could be a musician that cover that song. Overlook the path from above. Like, look at the whole picture. This is what your ancestors. Angel of peace, inner tranquility and balance. Okay, of the wolf. You know, the power of community and family. The wolf leader, so the power of community and family. I don't feel like you're the wolf leader. So that's what your ancestors are trying to warn you about. Just be careful of this wolf leader. We're trying to create a legacy here. We don't need anybody messing it up. You know, we need the inner tranquility of peace. Basically. I hope you guys can see. Okay. Yeah. Eagle vision, look at this. See future and seize opportunities. Wow. That's crazy. Mother Earth, root yourself in Earth's stability with the Empress. This is what your ancestors are even telling you. If you don't believe me and other people, believe your ancestors. The she-wolf, unleash the wild within. The elder, listen to the elder, healing through lineage. Okay? It's pretty wild. Pretty wild, pretty wild. Let's see what animal you can relate to today. They're so good. Wow. All right. So many cards. Maybe you had a dream of promiscuity, your husband or your wife being promiscuous. And it came out to be true. I'm sorry. See, wolf. The wolf. Communication. Take on all the attributes of the wolf. And this communication in the third house as well. This is dire to success. Just know that. Okay. These are like the hugest freaking cards, dude. I can't even believe how big these fucking cards are. But it's like, what the hell? Premonitions. I feel like you've had premonitions, yeah. With being resourceful or having resources or just night terrors. That's what I was getting earlier, but you're really protected and foreboding. Look, the crow, sovereignty, fortune, right there. Okay. Sovereignty and fortune. Take on those attributes of the crow and of the frog. Fully rely on God. Communication of the wolf. Gonna do something. Always do this, huh? Always do this to myself. Anyways, was it these? I was gonna use. Okay. Don't be afraid of the dark side of the moon. The unforeseen. Don't be afraid of the unforeseen. Try to embrace it. You know, through maybe communication. I feel like you don't want anybody to know that you're single or that you're not married. You know what I mean? Because you're very attractive. And at your age, you should be married with a house, with kids and a family and blah, this and that. You know what I mean? So, I feel like almost like you're an enchantress. Very attractive. Freedom. Freedom. Yeah. Harvesting. So soon your time is going to be of harvesting, I think, in the very near future here. Because we're right in here. You know, I think you have good intention. I know you have good intention for everybody. With this new moon coming out, I feel like you're going to create something good. You know, your intention is good for everyone. And God knows our heart. Restoration, maybe moon bathing. You know, maybe that's something you do is moon bathe. So, I don't personally. You know, unless I had my own place and stuff like that. My own property or whatever. Enchantment. Yeah, you're an enchantress. The beauty. Yeah. No wonder everybody's jealous. It's just freaking sad people gotta be that way. You know what I'm saying? And there's no reason to make your other person feel that way either. Really. It's just ridiculous. Leo energy, Sagittarius, Aries. The same. Yep. So don't be afraid of the unforeseen. And if you don't want to get pregnant, then use proper contraceptive. And that's always oral for me anyways. That's the best contraceptive. I feel like you've been manifesting things. air energy, Gemini, Aquarius, Sagittarius. Gemini, Aquarius. Libra energy, alright. A healer. And earth energies. This air, earth energies back and forth. Yeah. Protection for these air and earth energies. Going through the cycles. And this is a divine masculine, a sorcerer perhaps, that will create a foundation for you. This air energy of Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So, he could have been scrying, on one of your videos. And look, this person's familiar is black cat or a dog. Yeah, a chalice of fulfillment here. God, I hope someone's someone's novelty, I hope, doesn't become dead. You know what I mean? I hope that whoever's novelty, they can afford to hire a patent attorney and get it taken care of. Because I know that takes a lot of work, so many years of work, and how much it took to get published. And I just hope that you find the right people that will help you get it going on the shelves. I really do. Because I know what it feels like. I feel like it has to do with water. Significant. But yeah. Anyways. And I did the tarot too. What does this masculine want to say to my collective? Yes, he has nothing to say. Okay, and she has nothing to say. So, let's see a little more of these cosmic energies. Self-love in the first house. Love is the foundation of all, so just remember that. And safety. Love and safety is important. The foundation of life, cherishing the calm moments, even through the adventures of the new worlds. You know what I mean? Being brave and facing the unknown. Bravery, trust your steps, your own self steps. I feel like you know intuitively what is right. Look, because you've had an awakening through the process and discovering your true self. So you know and feel what is right and what might not be. and you're pretty sure about it. You've been around a while, it's not your first. And you believe in your worth and your abilities, and it's about a matter of someone else believing in your abilities, someone that might love you even, an intuitive you are, and an intuitive they might be. It never lies, your intuition, on this love. So if you feel you need to meditate or pray or dialogue with the universe, express your wishes. By what? Meditation, what did I just say? Through connecting your inner self, through this abundance. Okay? Comes from inner fulfillment and outer effort. Remember that. An acceptance of others and yourself, and welcoming new opportunities. Being determined in the Knight of Swords. Okay? Or the King of Swords. All air energies. Rising. Like every end is a new beginning. You rise. You've been through so much shit. It's like when you do actually get something worthwhile, you'll appreciate every second of it. You will. Every freaking second of it. Look, every moment is filled with divinity, cherished. Yeah, be the light in the darkness. Seek support that you don't have to bear everything alone. Okay, so don't feel alone, even when you're alone. Ask a friend to come over, go to a friend's house, go for a walk, do something. Creativity, insight, creativity, the inner expression and unleashing, having the learning attitude of being a good student before a teacher, of insight through this wisdom, okay, that comes from experience of reflection. Grace is the universe's blessings. Open your heart to receive it and accept it. It's a thing, you gotta accept it and receive it. Okay, wisdom. I feel you're wise beyond your years and very creative. Definitely an artist, so you could definitely be a music artist. Compassion, an empath, accepting your own imperfections. Yeah, acceptance all the way around. You know what I mean? No more diddling around. I feel like once you collaborate with someone, you'll achieve greater goals, but more people have got to know about it by embracing change and new possibilities. Being inspiration, the light that dispels the darkness in this person's life. I feel a Capricorn Sagittarius. Keep your inner light shining, and that's the thing. Prosperity comes from hard work and love for life. Happiness comes from fulfilled heart and harmonious relationships, as discovery is within following your passion. I feel like you did that. And harmony is the beautiful melody in a relationship, and the beautiful synchronicity and dance of living, the heartbeat of earth, which is music. That's what I'm saying about it. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna say, affirm this with me. Affirm this with me now, because you're a person of strategy, and this might not be a planned thing that you're gonna do. Anxiety, envy, someone who appreciates, though, caring connection, a friendship. Affirm with me, I release the pain of the past and live with compassion for myself. I release the pain of the past and live with compassion for myself. Okay? And so it's the balance. You know, your door to value and knowing, you don't let anybody hold your heart. You know, let's see here. Someone likes to wear a bow. Someone's definitely a royalty. Look, someone's definitely just a person of peace. Look, someone's definitely got a beautiful skin tone of maybe Cancer, Pisces, doesn't drink or use really skin block, but you should use skin block on your skin. Look, someone who's actually growing their plants, someone that maybe is not doing so good, but at least it's alive. So don't worry. This lady of Hello Kitty, she loves Hello Kitty. Broken heart, something happened. You know, I feel sun daisies, broken heart. So maybe the person that broke your heart got you some flowers, and like that's supposed to make up for it. I feel like it was kind of on the bad side, and I felt like it has to do with what you do as a person on social media. Yeah, see, you're a person of heart. Pink looks really good on you, and so does teal. And it's like you don't watch television, you haven't in so long. Again, it's like you're a moon child and you love your stuffies. You're not using straws. And if you do, they're edible. Look, you have a cat or a small dog. But I feel like a cat. And definitely a woman that loves blue ice cream, perhaps. Or willing to invest in you. Someone who doesn't have a cat, but loves Hello Kitty. I feel like the person that you're dealing with might have a couple of cats. Yeah, see this white cat. Or maybe their nickname is Kitty. Someone who likes mermaids, loves, loves. Ooh, look, investor, what was I saying? Hi, sponsoring me. Look, this star. Sponsor me, please. I won't let you down. Look, this person of heart, grounded and of pink. So yeah, chakra of heart. Look, you're a princess. You really are. You really are a person of royalty. And you're very happy. Person of the, maybe your person is of the sun, but I feel like this 360 thing is like no matter what, you're protected all the way around 360. It's like you have green eyes. What was I saying the other day? I was seeing green eyes, and there it is, green eyes. I feel like you have green eyes. Confirmation. So, yeah, kind of wild, huh? Yeah, you love fruit. I feel like you have like maybe a red or blue truck or a yellow sports car. You love seashells. Maybe you have a timeshare by the beach or something. Someone who likes marble. Let's see. Someone that has swung but is not a swinger. Someone that is like, be mine. They really want you back, collective. Yes, green. It's like the Sesame Street or something. Look, green eyes. I told you. And this was the green eye I saw. Green freaking eyes. I'm telling you. Wow, that's crazy. And new beginnings. New freaking beginnings. Look, someone with longer hair that wears a tie here and there. Or looks really chic, but has, I feel masculine from this energy. Masculine. Yes. Kisses. Masculine energy. It could be a feminine too. But this feminine over here has different color hair, and she's a princess. But this masculine, he has long hair. Yeah, he really freaking loves you. Like, intuitively and of heart, and a communication has been communicating that to you. Again, green, you know? Maybe this person is pretending to be someone that they're not because they're in the reverse. Look, this person that loves peach and strawberries, or sweets, or The Simpsons. Someone that is a star and of luck. They're a star, a superstar. Like Superman, that makes sense. Superstar, Superman. Superstar. Superstar. Yeah, crazy. This is just like kind of hippie-ish, you know. I feel divine masculine energy with this long hair. And I feel like your person or this guy likes this size, or your person has that. Anyways, collective, thank you so much for joining me on this. I really appreciate all you guys. Thank you, veterans. I just want to say thank you, veterans, all the veterans out there. Thank you so much for, putting your life on the line for us so that we can have our freedom, and all the public workers for our safety. And already answered this. I don't think you're gonna get married next year. Anyways, yeah, no, you won't get married next year. But thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. And help me reach 1,000 subscribers so I can help more people. Please share the floating straws video on this channel at Timeless Messages 1111, and show you how to cut it out before you throw it in the trash. And then subscribe, like, and share, and hit the all button so you don't miss one of my lives or posts. And I always say every day, but sometimes it's not every day. So I tried to go for that, but it always doesn't work out like that. So anyways, I'll see you next time, and that's message.